Well, hello there. Daniel from Mirra BMX Builds here. This came undone. I'm gonna do this real quick. Few updates. One, it's just kind of mocked up. I just put the brakes on. Oh, I was gonna do a brake video. Do it on the gray one later. I got a camera stand. Got a camera on the way, so that's neat. Well, that's neat. I am going to put, this stem was kind of a placeholder for just holding my fork on, basically. I just had a extra black paint one day and I just painted a regular cast stem off like a 540 or something, just to look good for now. So we are going to be putting on the USA polished stem for the for the raw spec build. I wanted to kind of cover something. We get a lot of flack for using flare frames, but let me explain something to you. Let me get a chair. This is gonna take a while. Let me explain something. This is basically all the parts that I got for this bike. Basically, I got some bearings, I got some cranks on the way, wheels going to chrome, got some tires on the way. I have some tires if I don't want white wall for the time being, but obviously you have white wall tires. But what a perfect way to put all of your parts that aren't, so they're not, like, even with the ones that I have done and the ones that I have going on, I have like, for instance, I haven't started putting together my ruby red because I want to have everything for that build so we can do that together. Because I thought it'd be fun to do an entire bike once I get everything, or close to everything. I have an entire drawer in my toolbox completely stuffed full of parts for that bike and the frame on my toolbox. And I got to thinking, if I had every one of these bikes that's not a USA Pro, or even a Taiwan Pro, because I only got a couple of those, that's a lot of USA parts stuffed in drawers because I haven't found 15 USA frames yet. So my theory was flare frames are a dime a dozen, and they're geometry wise and metal wise identical. The rear dropout, I've had somebody say that the logos are different. They're not. I've had people say that this brake stays different. They're not. On Dave Mirra's gray and raw frame, the barrel adjusters and the seat post stay because they use 2000 frames and they tested out the color on the 2001 frame. I said 2000. I meant 2001. Anyways, so that's what is up with that. And that's why his double backflip bike was actually an 01 color, but it was on a Y2K frame. So that's what makes the Mirra build so difficult to kind of cover and everything. And obviously I got the right seat post coming, but I thought it kind of looked good with the black contrast for the time being, and with the tank headsets on the way and everything. And if you know anybody that has tank headsets, hit your guy up. I need like 10 of them. Only got 4 or 5. I need more of those. But this way, I'm putting all the parts out that I get, and I know what I'm missing. And I can sit here and polish every single bolt and get things exactly the way that I want. And so when I'm going through my newsfeed and I'm going through the museum and I'm going through eBay, I'm physically looking at what I'm missing. Now, if I'm waiting for a USA raw frame that I can't seem to find at the moment, or a gray, then this will all be sitting in a drawer and I have no idea what I have. I have no idea. I got doubles for the ruby red bike that I was going through my drawer tonight. I didn't even know I had doubles of some stuff, and sometimes triples of some stuff, because it's not on a frame and I can't physically see it. So that's what I'm getting at. So what is wrong with using a flare frame? And while I'm at it, since I have the ability to, and it doesn't cost me anything besides materials and a little bit of time, to do a flare frame in the color of the bike I'm building. And then it is holding all of my parts. And then I'll get it all the way down to a roller. And as I find this frame in a pro, take this frame, swap it for the other frame. Put this frame on the wall. It'd be really cool wall hangers. I'm gonna have like 10 frames, all the different colors on the walls. Be kind of cool, right? Then I can set up my brakes and everything. All I have to do is just take a couple bolts here and there, set that on, take the seat off, put it, you know what I mean? You know how to build a bike. I don't know why I'm telling you how to build a bike. But now I have a canvas. I'm looking directly at what I'm missing, and I'm getting everything adjusted to how Dave had it and things like that. Obviously, this isn't the right seat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how many times. I have like a habit for some reason of repeating a word in every single video. I think last time was like nutshell. This time, you know what I mean? I think I said boy like 1,700 times in one of them. Anyways. So that's what I'm getting at. This is a placeholder, and I get so much crap for putting pro parts on a flare frame. But who cares? I'm gonna find the frame when I'm completely done as they come along, and in the meantime, I have all the bikes set up. So if I find this frame or the gray frame or whatever, I can pull that bike out, put it on the workbench, strip everything off this frame, put it on the pro frame, slide it back on the spot, and then everybody can get bent after that, for all I care. Seriously, like, why not? And I've talked to quite a few collectors and quite a few builders, and they're all for it. Like, that's an awesome idea. Yeah, I have drawers full of stuff that is all piling up while I'm at it. So, like I said, this automatically didn't make it a spec build because I did a raw fork. I thought the raw fork would look better than a chrome. So for the time being, until I find a pro frame, I'm going to use the raw fork. But when I did the fork, I used a, because I had to blue it and everything, I used a non-CNC steer tube chromoly fork. I think they're still chromoly, they're just not CNC. So I don't have the CNC cap, which is this one. It looks like this. It's all one piece with the washer. And these are the bolts I was telling you about. So why ruin a good CNC fork to raw it when I could just do this? And then once I go to swap the frame out, I'll just go ahead and swap the fork out. I'll probably put it exactly how it is now, besides the brakes, because that's all wrong stuff, and set it on a shelf, and it would look pretty cool, in my opinion. So you can get bent. Tonight, I'm going to put the gyro on and swap the stem out, and just kind of have a little bit of a conversation, you know. Thanksgiving's coming up. How you guys been? You guys still hate me? I mean, whatever. Spit it out. Type it in the comments. Oh, be sure to subscribe. There's a lot of people on here watching these things and nobody subscribes. And I really don't. Oh, that's an actual real washer for this too. Score! So, this is the washer you're looking for. Let me get close to the camera. They just look like a regular old washer, don't they? But they have a little step here, and they're actually domed. So when you put the bolt in, it gives it this appearance. Ish. These are actually kind of hard to find. Those caps, I have 3 of them if anybody's wondering. Extra that aren't on forks. So you can hit me up on that. If you want some of this stuff, hit me up. Like, I mean, that's probably 30, 40 bucks. It's got new bolts in it. It's not a USA. It's not a true big block, but I mean, that's just gonna go in a pile somewhere. May as well. Okay. Here's my stem. I'm going with the black. I've noticed he had black on some of them, and some of them were chrome. And that goes like that. Slide it on. Oh boy, now my arm's right in my ugly face. You can't see how ugly I am. Nobody wants that. You gotta be able to have something to laugh at. There. Ta-da! Completely done. Okay, see you guys later. Just kidding. I sure hope I brought my spacer kit because This is what I was talking about on the fork video. Wait, no. Decal video. That's too much. Because you can see the actual pinching body is quite a ways above. That stem is quite a bit thinner. So I'm going to take one of these off. I like that one's a little better looking than this one. And I sure hope I brought those. Ah, keep your smalls, people. Let's see without it. Still keep your smalls. They still do come in handy. Actually, I got that out of one of my small kids. So, now nobody can yell at me for having the wrong stem on it. There's already grease in it. That's good. We're just mocking it up. Now while this one sits here, I'll be a little closer along. I have a bunch of chrome handlebars. I need black handlebars still, guys. I need tank headsets, black handlebars, white walls, hoops that need re-chromed. I mean, it's just a thing of beauty there. Let's see. We'll get it somewhat straight here. And you know what else this does? Besides make people angry, and I love it, is it gives me something to do in the evening. Swapping things out, making sure things fit good, having everything greased up. It's inside, not out in the weather. Got a good home for it. And I get kind of the idea of what I want to do here. So I'm just going to go ahead and crank these home. I don't know why I have them all the way back down. Yeah. Now I'll kind of line it up here. Yeah. Obviously you're going to want handlebars on so you can properly line something up. You get it somewhat sort of snug there-ish, where this could still slide some. And then you torque it down, but obviously there's no reason to torque anything down right now. Then I'm just gonna 9-year-old son proof this thing so he don't go cranking on it and twist things around and scratch stuff and knock stuff over. Yeah, okay. So that's that in a nutshell-ish. I'll kind of give you a look-see of, let's make sure that, so again, 9-year-olds will just sit here and start cranking them things out with their hand. I got lots of shipments coming. We're gonna put some haters to shame a little bit here. I got some big time bikes coming and I'm out to prove point. So when those get here, then one's complete, one's basically complete, and the other's complete but needs to be completely gone through. And we'll go all the way from top to bottom, stripping it down when I get it, to sandblasting, to picking out your paint code, and then sourcing some decals for one of them. And yeah, it's going to be a good time. You guys are really going to like those builds. If you really hate these ones, you just wait. You just wait. So I'm going to bring you around this thing. Do 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 do. It's not a USA stem. I seen it in the camera. It's got that one little weird looking glare thingy. I can see you now. Wrong seat post. I know. Gonna go. Technically those sort of need to be chrome. I have an extra set. I just thought they'd look cool in there for now because it's black. But we're gonna go with all the polish and chrome stuff. God's good.
Peace.